Okay, we're just rising from closed session and there is nothing to report from that and no direction to be given. So the next item on our agenda is other business. Is there any other business? Councillor Campbell.
One quick one based on the conversation we had at the special meeting, was the idea of how can we generate some revenue with green energy projects on municipal property. So I was wondering if we could move a motion, or I could make a motion, through you to have staff pull together a report on potential green energy projects we could do on municipal land, such as solar or whatever else they deem necessary or fit.
Okay, so that's a motion, Councillor Brody?
I'd just like to make comment about that. I've looked into solar myself. There is a grant right now of about 30%. When that grant goes away, basically the people are telling me that the cost is as low as it's got, like for the cost of the panels and all that kind of stuff. When the grant goes away, they figure the cost will be up for sure, because there's a plateau of how low the stuff can go physically with labor and everything else. So I like Councillor Campbell's, like, we should look into it. And I know all you really have to do, and it's basically no cost at first, is just have staff. Number one is you have to be able to have a hookup. And all you do is whatever company you call, they will give you where that power goes to, and they'll tell you right away if there's ample room in that grid or there's not. And that's the main thing. If there's not room in that grid, nothing can happen, period. So that's basically number one that you need to know right off top. So
Okay, that's good information. All right, so we have a motion on the floor to direct staff to investigate alternative green energy projects on municipal property to provide an alternative revenue stream, whatever. You're crafting, okay. Is that a seconder or a comment? Okay, we still don't have a seconder. Can we have a seconder?
Just a point of
For
order.
conversation, a point of order. We usually have a seconder before we have a discussion, so Councillor McKinnon will second that. Okay, and now we have conversation.
It's
Go
a
ahead.
point of order. Can I get the clerk's take on whether we're allowed to vote on a motion in other business?
Through you, through to Councillor King, through the mayor, there is not any vote at any point. Council can direct staff to provide this report. Sometimes we go through a formal notice of motion report, but it does allow to vote at the same meeting to provide that if you would like. We can, that's up to you guys if you want to provide that direction.
Okay, so we have a motion on the floor. We have it seconded. I'll take the vote. All in favor? All opposed? Thank you. That's carried. Okay, any other business? This past week or so, I guess the last 10 days, it would be, I just wanted to acknowledge the agriculture that projects or successes that have been realized in the community. Briggs and Brinley Miller did a great job at the Red Brand Sale in Glencoe, and we wish them all the best at the Royal Winter Fair. And Dean and Ashley Wilson, they had a great sale at the Western Fair, the yearly horse sale, and they always do well there, and they represent the community quite well as well. So congratulations to both those groups. And if anybody in the community has any successes they'd like to share with the township, we're always happy to celebrate agriculture and anything else. So feel free to reach out to the staff at the office if you have any photos that you feel might be worthy of sharing or any information you'd like us to have. So if there's no other business, we have a recommendation that bylaw 51 of 2025, confirming October 20th, 25, receive first, second, and third, and final readings. Could I have a mover and a seconder? Moved by Councillor Campbell, seconded by Councillor McKinnon. All in favor? And that's carried. All right, we need a motion to adjourn and it's 7:36 PM. Moved by Counselor Campbell, seconded by Counselor Brody. All in favor?